Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel, the place where mysterious and captivating stories guide you into a deep and peaceful sleep. Every night, we're here to share fascinating tales that help wash away the stresses of the day, allowing your mind to relax and drift gently into dreamland. Sleep is a time for your body and soul to rest. And there's nothing better than being lulled by an enthralling story, right? Tonight, let's embark on a journey to the vast cosmos with a mysterious tale about Oumuamua, the first interstellar object ever discovered, leaving the world wondering. Is it just a peculiar asteroid, or could it be an alien spacecraft? This story will take you on an exploration of the universe, where the secrets of deep space await. So relax, close your eyes, and let our narration guide you through this captivating tale. Wishing you a truly relaxing evening, and enjoy the story of Oumuamua, an alien spacecraft. Let's dive in. On October 19th, 2017, astronomer Robert Warrick, working at the Pan-STARRS Observatory in Hawaii, was reviewing data collected from telescopes when he noticed something unusual. The more he examined it, the clearer it became that he was dealing with an object unknown to science. A strange object in our solar system, traveling at an astonishing speed of approximately 26.4 kilometers per second km/s, followed a hyperbolic orbit that clearly showed it was not bound by the sun's gravity. Its trajectory confirmed it originated from interstellar space, a distant region beyond our solar system. The object's speed was too great for the sun's gravity to hold it. Data from Pan-STARRS revealed its orbit had an eccentricity greater than 1, a rare trait for objects within our solar system, solidifying its interstellar origin. Soon after, scientists determined that the object's size was roughly that of a football field, but the real shock came from its shape. It bore no resemblance to any known asteroid or comet. Moreover, it left no trail of gas or dust, which is highly unusual for comets approaching the sun typically. Solar radiation heats a comet's surface, causing ice to vaporize and form a characteristic gas tail. However, Oumuamua showed no such signs, even when observed by powerful telescopes like Hubble and Spitzer. The deeper scientists studied it, the more perplexing it became. They discovered that before its detection, when it was still beyond the reach of observational instruments, the object had passed very close to the sun, just about 37 million kilometers away, closer than Mercury's orbit. Then, something astonishing happened. The object suddenly accelerated by nearly 3.5 times, reaching an unimaginable speed of about 87 kilometers per second. This anomalous acceleration, termed non-gravitational acceleration, could not be explained by gravitational forces alone, leaving scientists puzzled, as if an unidentified force had given it a powerful push. Analysis from 2018 showed this acceleration was approximately 5 times 10 to the power of negative 6 meters per second squared, m/s superscript 2, a small but significant deviation from predicted orbits. This mysterious interstellar visitor was named Oumuamua, meaning scout or messenger from afar in Hawaiian, chosen to reflect its role as a pioneer from deep space. But what exactly it was remained unclear. At the time of its discovery, it was already speeding away from us. As of August 2025, Oumuamua is over 6.9 billion kilometers from Earth, nearing the edge of the Kuiper Belt, and with its current speed and trajectory, it will never return close to us again. Orbital calculations from the ESA's Gaia mission indicate it is heading toward the Pegasus constellation with an excess velocity of about 26 kilometers per second relative to the Sun and is expected to exit the heliopause, the boundary of the Sun's influence, around 2038. Its strange shape, lack of a gas tail, and interstellar origin baffle scientists. Increasingly, researchers lean toward the hypothesis that Oumuamua might not be an ordinary celestial object, but a manufactured craft, possibly a messenger from an alien civilization. Though controversial, this idea sparked immense interest among scientists and the public. To test this bold hypothesis, a large-scale project was proposed, Project Lyra, initiated by the Initiative for Interstellar Studies. The project's mission is to launch a probe to intercept Oumuamua, approach it closely, and determine what we are dealing with. The project has explored launch scenarios from 2030 to 2033, utilizing gravitational assist from Venus, Earth, and Jupiter to achieve the necessary speed of up to 72 kilometers per second to catch the rapidly receding object. Upon Oumuamua's discovery, a wave of excitement swept through the scientific community. The object didn't fit any known category, such as an asteroid, comet, or planetary fragment. No one could be certain what it was, and it challenged humanity's understanding of space. Astronomers worldwide redirected telescopes, canceling personal research to capture a few more signals before the object vanished forever into the darkness of interstellar space. Urgent observation campaigns using telescopes like Hubble, Spitzer, and the Very Large Telescope in Chile gathered valuable data, but the observation window lasted only a few weeks, from late October to December 2017, before Oumuamua became too faint to track. Efforts by SETI using the Green Bank and Allen telescope array to detect radio signals yielded no results, deepening the mystery. Initial estimates suggested Oumuamua was about 400 meters long and 40 meters wide, shaped like a cigar, unlike any known object. However, with additional light curve data, scientists at McMaster University in Canada recalculated its dimensions, suggesting it might be around 116 meters long, 111 meters wide, and 19 meters thick, slightly larger than the Statue of Liberty. Rather than a cigar shape, it could be flatter, resembling a pancake or thin disk. This shape was inferred from brightness variations as it tumbled through space, with a length-to-width ratio possibly as high as 10-to-1, an extremely rare feature for natural objects. Only a few similar objects have been recorded, such as Arrokoth, a Kuiper Belt object beyond Neptune's orbit, observed by New Horizons in 2019. Yet, these rare exceptions didn't make Oumuamua any less enigmatic. Its shape remained extraordinarily peculiar, fueling curiosity. Recent 3D models suggest a smooth, reddish surface, possibly due to prolonged exposure to cosmic rays. We were observing a strange, mysterious object hurtling through space at an astonishing 26 kilometers per second, faster than Voyager 1, humanity's fastest spacecraft, at about 17 kilometers per second. At that speed, Oumuamua could travel from New York to San Francisco in just 2 minutes and 38 seconds. This velocity clearly showed it was not bound by the sun's gravity, confirming it as a visitor from distant space. But where did it come from, and more importantly, what was it? Reverse orbit tracking using Gaia data suggests that about 1 million years ago, Oumuamua may have passed near the red dwarf star HIP 3757, or a young star system in the Carina cluster, about 78 light-years from Earth. Another hypothesis points to the Vega system in the Lyra constellation, 25 light-years away, though no habitable planets have been confirmed there. Astronomers initially expected to see a bright tail of gas and dust, assuming it was a comet. Comets typically vaporize as they near the sun, with solar radiation causing surface ice and gas to evaporate, forming a reflective dust and gas tail. A prime example is Comet Hale-Bopp, with its brilliant tail visible to the naked eye in 1997. But Oumuamua defied all expectations. It passed the sun at just 0.25 astronomical units AU, without leaving any trace of gas or dust, no tail, no evaporation, completely unlike a comet. Infrared observations from Spitzer confirmed no signs of carbon monoxide, carbon dioxide, or volatile compounds, heightening the anomaly. Its shape, orbit, and speed all pointed to one thing. We were facing something entirely unprecedented. Tension in the scientific community grew. The biggest question was whether Oumuamua was just an ordinary cosmic object or humanity's first encounter with alien technology. The strangest aspect was yet to come. It was discovered that Oumuamua had accelerated not just gradually, but in an inexplicable manner, as if following a predetermined plan. Scientists determined that 40 days before its discovery, it passed just 37 million kilometers from the sun, and shortly after, it began accelerating suddenly, peaking at about 87 kilometers per second, 3.5 times its previous speed. This velocity was staggering, 5 times faster than Voyager 1, 11 times faster than the Starship rocket, and 250 times the speed of sound. Such acceleration is typically seen in comets, driven by gas and dust jets from their cores. But as mentioned, Oumuamua had no gas tail. So what propelled it? Was Oumuamua a spacecraft? Could something far more intriguing than a space rock have passed near Earth 8 years ago? A craft built by another civilization? Studies from 2019 by the ESO suggested this acceleration didn't align with standard comet models, lending weight to unconventional hypotheses. This was a hypothesis proposed by Harvard astronomer Avi Loeb and his colleague Shmuel Bialy in 2018, later expanded in Loeb's 2021 book Extraterrestrial. They suggested this first known interstellar object could be a space probe. The researchers believed Oumuamua's bizarre behavior, particularly its anomalous acceleration, provided strong grounds to suspect it might be a non-traditional object. The most intriguing aspect was its unexpected acceleration as it passed the sun naturally. The sun's gravity could provide a boost, but calculations showed the acceleration should have been much weaker, about 10% of the observed value. Loeb argued that the scientific community's conservatism might hinder consideration of artificial explanations, advocating for a more open-minded approach. Thus, Loeb and Bialy proposed a hypothesis. What if this wasn't just a rock from another star system, but an object using light sail technology? It sounds like science fiction, but it's grounded in real physics. A light sail is an ultra-thin, ultralight structure that moves using light pressure. Photons from the sun exert a tiny but continuous force on the sail surface, gradually accelerating it to high speeds without fuel. If Oumuamua had such a thin structure capable of harnessing solar radiation pressure, solar wind could have provided the extra thrust. Their calculations suggested that for this to be feasible, the light sail's thickness would need to be just 0.3 to 0.9 millimeters, comparable to a human hair. Imagine an object 116 meters long, but less than a millimeter thick. It seems far-fetched, but light sail technology exists. For instance, Japan's Icaro spacecraft, launched in 2010, was the first to successfully use solar radiation for propulsion. traveling toward Venus. The Breakthrough Starshot project, initiated in 2016, is developing similar sails to send probes to Alpha Centauri, demonstrating the technology's feasibility. Oumuamua could be such an object, equipped with a light sail, designed to accelerate and navigate through star systems. If it were indeed an artificial device, it might also have other technological components we can only speculate about, such as navigation or sensor systems. One thing seems clear. Such an object would need environmental scanning systems and a means to transmit signals to communicate or receive commands from its creators. Bialy and Loeb calculated whether Oumuamua's light sail could withstand a long interstellar journey, considering the density of interstellar gas and dust and its collision rates with these particles. The results were striking. If Oumuamua were such a device, it could have traveled at least 16,000 light-years from its origin system while remaining intact. Studies from 2020 suggested it may have orbited the galaxy dozens of times, bolstering the idea of an ancient probe, possibly abandoned or intentionally sent to our solar system. However, the scientists themselves didn't claim definitively that Oumuamua was a spacecraft. They only argued it was a possibility worth considering and shouldn't be dismissed hastily in academia. If Oumuamua were indeed artificial, a light sail is just one of many possibilities. It could be a far more complex, uncrewed probe sent to study our solar system. There's reason to believe it's uncrewed. At its current speed, Oumuamua would take about 11,000 to 11,500 years to travel 1 light year. The nearest star to Earth, Proxima Centauri, is over 4 light years away, meaning a journey here would take approximately 44,000 to 46,000 years. Such a trip is infeasible for living beings. So if it's a spacecraft, it's almost certainly remotely controlled, autonomously programmed, or operated from afar. SETI's radio signal searches found nothing, but Loeb suggested alien technology might use other communication methods, like lasers or quantum waves. Not everyone agrees with this view. Many scientists argue the spacecraft hypothesis is too speculative, lacking direct evidence. Ellen Jackson and Steve Desch from Arizona State University propose that Oumuamua could be a fragment of frozen nitrogen, similar to that found on Pluto, where the New Horizons mission in 2015 observed icy plains like Sputnik Planitia, vast frozen nitrogen lakes. They suggested a powerful collision on a Pluto-like planet could have ejected such a fragment into interstellar space. As it neared the sun, the nitrogen began to sublimate due to heat, creating a reactive thrust that explains the sudden acceleration. Published in 2021, this theory estimates Oumuamua lost 92% of its mass, resulting in its thin shape. This also accounts for its reddish hue, caused by millions of years of cosmic ray exposure. Meanwhile, Daryl Seligman from Cornell University and Jennifer Bergner from UC Berkeley offer another explanation in 2023. They suggested Oumuamua was once a water-rich comet orbiting a distant star, but was ejected into interstellar space, possibly by a supernova or gravitational interaction. During its galactic journey, it was exposed to intense cosmic rays, converting up to a third of its water ice into hydrogen gas trapped within the ice. As it approached the sun, the object warmed and the hydrogen escaped as tiny jets, propelling it faster. The lack of a bright tail, typical of comets, was explained by hydrogen being too light to carry dust. Thus, we observe strong acceleration without visible gas or dust trails. This theory is considered the most natural fit for the observations, avoiding the need for extraterrestrial technology assumptions. Other scientists proposed similar theories. Karen Meach from the University of Hawaii at Manoa suggested Oumuamua might be a typical comet with very low dust content, explaining the absent tail. As for its unusual shape, she argued it might not be as rare as we think. The universe hosts countless shapes and structures, and cigar or disc-shaped objects may be more common than assumed but too distant to observe. A 2020 University of Maryland study proposed Oumuamua could be cosmic dust bunny, or debris from a planet torn apart by tidal forces, explaining its thin shape and acceleration without extraterrestrial hypotheses. Though most scientists believe Oumuamua is likely an unusual asteroid or comet, no conclusive evidence exists. This leaves a central question unanswered. How can we truly know what this mysterious interstellar visitor is? Interest persists into 2025, especially with the discovery of 3 Atlas, the third interstellar object, in July 2025 by the Atlas telescope. Estimated at 0.3 to 11 kilometers in size, it also shows anomalous acceleration, reigniting debates akin to Oumuamua's. Avi Loeb suggested it could be alien technology, but others argue it's an icy comet with CO2 outgassing. NASA is preparing to observe 3 Atlas as it nears Earth in November 2025, using the James Webb Space Telescope JWST and ground-based observatories to gather detailed data that might shed light on similar mysteries. The European Space Agency's Comet Interceptor mission, set for launch in 2029, is a bold effort to prepare for future interstellar visitors. The probe will be stationed at the Lagrange L2 point, 1.5 million kilometers from Earth, where gravitational forces from Earth, the Moon, and the Sun balance. There, it will wait, ready to activate upon detecting a new interstellar object. The mothership will deploy 2 small satellites to flank the target and observe from multiple angles, maximizing data collection. This project underscores the urgent need to develop technology to study objects like Oumuamua, which appear suddenly and vanish quickly. Efforts like Project Lyra and Comet Interceptor reflect humanity's determination to explore interstellar space. Even if Oumuamua is a natural object, studying is ushered in a new era in astronomy, raising questions about the origins and nature of interstellar objects. If it is alien technology, as Loeb's hypothesis suggests, its appearance could be the greatest turning point in human history. Whatever it is, Oumuamua has ignited imagination and the drive to seek truth, spurring bold space missions to chase the universe's mysteries. And so, we've journeyed together through the enigmatic tale of Oumuamua, the strange interstellar visitor that set the world abuzz, from scientists to dreamers pondering distant civilizations. Was it merely a unique cosmic rock, or truly a spacecraft from a far-off corner of the galaxy? The answer still lies somewhere in the vastness of space, awaiting future explorers. We hope tonight's story has taken you on a relaxing journey, sparking your imagination and easing your mind into a restful sleep. Thank you for joining us on this channel, where every story is a bridge to beautiful dreams. If you enjoyed the tale of Oumuamua, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, and turn on notifications to catch our next captivating stories. Now, close your eyes, take a deep breath, and let the universe cradle you into a peaceful slumber. Wishing you a serene night and sweet dreams until our next story. Good night.